Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Retailing Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Onjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. So, dear students, in the previous class, we completed the learning of the second element of retail mix, that is merchandise assortment. So far we have learned two elements of retail mix. One is location and the second one was a merchandise assortment. Okay, so in today's class, I'm going to discuss India retail report as of September 2020 as a case study. So I repeat, in today's class I'm going to discuss India retail report September 2020 as a case study. Okay, so if you can recall, I asked you to subscribe to three websites. One among them was ibef.org. ibef.org. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have subscribed. Okay, but authentic and credible data is available about almost every industry in India. And the significance of this website is they provide India industry reports. The industries in India, for example, automobile industry, India, pharmaceutical industry, India, same way, retail industry, India. Okay, such a comprehensive and authentic data you will not find about Indian industries. So this report, yes, even I have signed up for ibef.org. It is mandatory to download the reports. Okay, the same report which is in the form of PPT, so I will share with you today and explain. And it's not that at the end of the session you have to ask questions. You have to stop me in between. Okay, if you have any doubts or any questions, your doubts will be clarified, questions will be answered. Or if you want to give your viewpoint or make some comment on the subject or on the report, definitely you have to unmute your audio and you have to speak. So I hope this is simple and not much complicated. Okay, so just you need to have a viewpoint or you need to have a doubt or question to interact. Okay, so let me share screen now. Okay, so dear students, what you are viewing, can you view this? Retail September 2020. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, good. Okay, okay. So IBEF stands for India Brand Equity Foundation. The URL or website is ibef.org. Okay, so this is a report on Indian retail industry. But when we say organized retail, I repeat, organized retail. Okay, so as of September 2020, so once in a 6 months, IBEF generates report on retail industry in India. So January to June, first half of the year, and which is published in September. This time it is delayed because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Otherwise, the report generally published in July. Okay, by July. Okay, then July to December, second half of the year. Another report is published by the end of January. Okay, so let's browse through what it has to offer. So there are the advantage India. Okay, so this is to encourage foreign direct investment in organize the retail sector in India. So what are the advantages of doing business in India in retail sector? So this is for, so this entire presentation looks like it is prepared for foreign direct investment in, to attract foreign direct investment in organized the retailing in India. Then market overview. So when we say market, retail market overview and trends. Okay, so dear students, you'll find a lot of data, authentic and credible. Okay, you can always quote this data, okay, during your group discussions, personal interview, that give more weightage to your viewpoints. Then strategies adopted by retailers in India, growth drivers. So what are the factors that are responsible for the growth in retail market in India, opportunities in the retail market in India, and key industry organizations. What are the key companies in the company and some useful information. Okay, so I'll skip executive summary. Okay, so I'll move on to the first part of the report, advantage India. Okay, so what are the advantages of doing business in India? When I say doing business in India, please remember it is in the context of retail industry. So for example, companies like Walmart, Tesco, okay, Spencer's, H&M coming into India and starting their okay, brick and mortar stores or doing e-commerce business. Okay, so please remember the context. Don't go through the general context. So what are the advantages of doing retail business in India? Healthy economic, okay, so this is a robust demand. Healthy economic growth, changing demographic profile, increasing disposable income, changing consumer taste and preferences are driving growth in the organized retail market in India. Okay, and the increasing purchase power has led to growing demand. So that is the first advantage, or why you should do business in India. When I say healthy economic growth, of course, barring the COVID-19 pandemic period. Okay, so otherwise, the India had posted a healthy growth rate of about 7 to 8%. But even before the pandemic, also India's economic growth rate was slightly low compared to previous year. So that's not a problem to worry. Okay, overall, Indian economic growth is healthy and changing demographic profile. See, India is a country with the largest proportion of youth population in the world. Okay, and this youth, okay, is working and their disposable incomes are increasing. Okay, and this youth, okay, has the new taste and preferences. So they prefer supermarkets over kirana stores for shopping. They prefer KFC, McDonald's over regular Udupi restaurants. Okay, so this is what we say, changing consumer tastes and preferences are driving growth in the organized retail market in India. Then innovation in financing. Collective efforts of financial houses and the banks with retailers are enabling consumers to go for durable products with easy credit. So I hope you are aware when companies do business, okay, they either raise capital or they borrow funds from financial institutions. Okay, so generally it is given that the collective efforts of financial houses and the banks with retailers are enabling consumers to go for durable products with easy credit. So yeah, here they are talking about credit availability to consumers. I repeat, here they are talking about credit available to consumers. Okay, so though, okay, due to the big credit freeze, okay, about 2 years ago, so though banks have now, okay, put in strict norms regarding loans, even to consumer loans or retail loans. But overall, we can say yes, easy credit is available for consumers to purchase the durables like automobiles, for example, or consumer goods like television, refrigerator, washing machine, mobile phones, and so on. Okay, so easy credit is available for consumers, which further boosts demand. Policy support. Okay, so these all is authentic data. Yeah, please know about 51% FDI is allowed in multi-brand retailing. Okay, so as I mentioned in previous classes, 51% FDI is allowed in multi-brand retailing. Okay, so saw an advertisement in the newspaper like Tata, okay, in venture with Tesco of United Kingdom has started a store. I'm not very sure, like Star Quick or something like that. Okay, so I saw it in a hurry. So that way, a foreign retailer can enter into India and partner with an Indian company, and the foreign company can invest up to 51% in, okay, the company. So 51% FDI is allowed in multi-brand retail. See, multi-brand retail, try to understand. I'll give simple examples. Next point is single brand retail. Even you see Lee Jeans exclusive showroom, Jockey exclusive showroom, Adidas exclusive showroom. These are called as single brand retail outlets. Okay, even IKEA for that matter, single brand retail outlet. Okay, if we consider Big Bazaar, they sell brands from Hindustan Unilever, Reckitt Benckiser, ITC, okay, and different apparel brands as well. So that is called as multi-brand retail. But the biggest opportunity lies in multi-brand retail, and that's why, okay, it is more regulated or controlled. 100% FDI is allowed in single brand retail under the automatic route. So I have mentioned goods and GST, goods and services tax, was introduced as a norm of a single unified tax system which simplifies the tax procedure. Then to provide a level playing field to stakeholders, the government is planning to synchronize the policies of retail, FMCG and e-commerce within a single policy framework. That is yet to happen. So our government is trying to support retail industry through policies. Then increasing investment. Okay, so the Indian retail market is able to attract foreign investment, and the information regarding that is presented here. Foreign retailers are continuously entering the Indian market. Cumulative FDI flow in retail between April 2000 and April 2000, March 2020, that is one decade, stood at 2.12 US billion dollars. Okay, so 2.12 billion US dollars. Then India's retail sector attracted 970 million US dollars from various private equity funds in 2019. Okay, so I hope we can recall even retail Reliance Industries Limited, Reliance Retail Venture Limited has attracted an investment of about 45,000 crore in just last 2 months. Okay, see, I was talking about the authenticity or credibility of the data. Okay, so there is a note here, okay, as well as source. Report of the task force on financing plan for ports, Government of India, JLL report, okay, and Rock Retail. So this report is compiled by taking data from credible sources and which is mentioned. So this is the advantages of doing business in India. So it is a communication for foreign retailers. Okay. Then second part, yeah. Okay, I will go for discussion after a couple of slides. Market overview and trends. Okay, so evolution of retail in India, especially organized retailing. Okay, so pre-1990s, manufacturers opened their own outlets. Like Raymond's is one of the best examples. Raymond's company, okay, had opened their own Raymond shops to sell their fabric. Okay, then 1990 to 2005, pure play retailers realized the potential of this market. The majority was in the apparel segment. Apparel means ready-made dresses, jeans, t-shirt, okay, and so on. From 2005 to 2010, substantial investment commitment from large Indian corporates, okay, like Future Group. Entry in food and general merchandise category, like Big Bazaar. Pan-India expansion to top 100 cities. So these companies expanded their stores to top 100 cities in India. Repositioning by existing players was done. 2010 onwards, there was a lot of developments. Cumulative FDI inflow from April 2000 to 2020. Okay. So in the retail sector reached 2.12 billion US dollars in retail 2020. Retrospect, reinvent and rewrite. Movement to smaller cities and rural areas, important, okay, milestone. Then more than 5 to 6 players with revenue of over $1 trillion by 2020. The large scale entry of international brands, okay, like Walmart entered with their wholesale format called Best Price. Okay, approval of FDI limit in the multi-brand retail is increased to 51%, and so on. Okay, this is how the organized retailing evolved in India. Okay. Then retail formats in India or types of retailers. Okay, so this may slightly vary from the textbook version. Okay, this is the India retail formats in India, which are again influenced okay, by the retail formats in United States of America. Okay, the textbook what we have referred is an US book. Okay, so mono or exclusive branded retail shops, exclusive showrooms owned by or company or franchised out by a manufacturer like Adidas, Reebok, okay, Jockey, Levi's. So these are the exclusive stores. Complete range available for a given brand. Certified product quality. Multi-branded retail shops focus on a particular product categories and carry most of the brands available. Okay. Convergence retail outlets display most of the convergence as well as consumer electronic products including communication and IT group. Okay, so they stock a variety of merchandise across the categories. Okay, like apparels, consumer electronics, consumer durables, food and grocery, and so on. Big Bazaar is a good example. Then e-retailers. Okay, so I hope you know the meaning. So these are some for retail formats in India. Okay. Okay, so this is nothing new. Okay, the same types what we have studied are put into some newer words. That's it. Then a competitive landscape in Indian retail sector. So what are the major companies? Okay, I will not read out the details of all. Department stores. Pantone has started 342 stores in 155 towns. Okay, so in Shopper Stop, okay, is a pure example of okay, departmental store in India. So I'll prefer to consider that. Shopper Stop has 90 stores across okay India as of 2020. This is a large format store, India's largest format retail store. Okay, so Shopper Stop I'll prefer to give the example for a department stores. Hypermarkets, yes, no doubt Big Bazaar is leading. So Big Bazaar, Spencer, Easyday, and Reliance Smart are some major players present in the hypermarket segment. Okay. Then supermarkets or convenience stores. Yes, Aditya Birla Retail, that is the more, has about 523 stores. Spencer's has about 120 stores. Reliance Fresh has 621 stores. Okay. So Reliance Retail is now undisputed market leader in brick and mortar retail format. Specialty stores like Titan Industries, okay, Vijay Sales, Tata Chroma, okay, even in Dharwad you can see Harsha, Girias, okay, Pai, okay, these all are specialty stores. And cash and carry stores like Metro, okay, then Reliance Market or a Metro, okay, and Best Price. So these are referred to the cash and carry, okay. So these are the major competitors in organized retailing in India. Okay, then some information is provided about strong growth in the Indian retail industry. Now the Indian retail has been growing strongly, okay, over a period of time from, okay, it is forecasted figures are also given from 2016 to 2026. Okay, here 2021 F means it is forecasted, 2026 F means forecasted. Okay, so market size over the past few years. Okay, it is in billion US dollars. Okay, so 2018, okay, the compounded annual growth rate, CAGR means compounded annual growth rate, okay, is about 21%. It's one of the very high growth rates. Okay, believe me, anything over and about 20% is referred to as a high growth rate. Okay, so Indian organized retail has maintains a high growth rate of 21%. The market size, total market size, okay, is in billion US dollars. As of 2018, Okay, so it was reported that the total market size was 950 billion US dollar, close to $1 trillion. Okay, then in 2021, it is forecasted that the Indian retail market would be a size of 1,200 billion US dollars. Okay, and by 2026, the market would be 1,750 billion US dollars. Okay, and the retail sector in India contributes to 10% to GDP and 8% to the overall employment. Okay, that is the size of the Indian retail market. Okay, so these all data you can refer and use. Now, see, this is the latest information on the penetration of organized retail in India. So in the graph, as you can see, the dark, okay, or gray part is represented by traditional retail or unorganized retail. Blue is represented by organized retail, and the light blue or light gray is represented by e-commerce retail or e-commerce. Okay, so in
Sir,
2019,
your voice is breaking.
voice is breaking. Okay, but here the internet connection is stable. Okay, okay, just wait. But anyway, it will be uploaded in the website. Yes.
Sir, no, sir, your voice is not breaking. It's
Yeah.
proper.
Yes, sir.
Correct. It's okay. See what happens when the internet connection is poor at your end, the voice breaks. Okay. Yeah. No, not a problem. Geetanjali, right? So you try to listen. Otherwise, also the session will be recorded and uploaded into YouTube, and the link will be shared in Google Classroom. Okay. So please, students, please remember. Okay, this is very authentic data. Source is a BCG. Okay, Boston Consultancy Group. It is one of the world's largest, okay, business consultancy firm. So 80 the penetration or the percentage of unorganized retail, or there is a new term for it, a traditional retail. Unorganized retail, a new term is a traditional retail. So the market share of unorganized retail or the penetration of unorganized retail in India still remains at a quite high 88%. Okay, so 88%. And the penetration of organized retail in India is just 9%. Okay, so you can understand the gravity of the situation here. And the penetration of e-commerce is just minuscule, 3% in India. Just 3%, minuscule. Okay, and by 2021, it is expected that the proportion or the percentage of unorganized retail will shrink to 75%, and the penetration of organized retail will increase to 18%, which is just double compared to 2019, 2 years ago. See, generally, I have been following these reports, okay, since last 10, more than 10 years. These things doesn't happen. Okay, in just 2 years, the market expansion, the penetration doesn't double. Okay, so just over a period of 15 years, okay, the organized retail has penetrated up to 9% only. So just in 2 years, it doesn't double. Okay, these are very uh, exaggerated figures or optimistic figures. Anyway, and also they say that the e-commerce penetration in Indian retail will be 7%, again more than 3%. Okay, this is just to encourage investors. Okay, to encourage foreign direct investment. Okay, everybody wants to see a good picture. Everybody wants to see a big picture, right? Nobody wants to comment negatively. But the truth is, if you see the last 10 years report of same IBF, you'll see how it was forecasted and what are the actual figures today. Okay, but yes, for the time being, the important point is you need to remember the penetration of unorganized retail in India is quite high, 88%, and the penetration of organized retail is just 9%, and the penetration of e-commerce in India is just 3%. Okay, but see, what is the point to be noted here, or why the companies are happy about it to present this data? What they say is the penetration of organized retail is just 9% and the penetration of e-commerce just 3%. They say there is a lot of scope. There is a lot of scope to grow in the country. There is a lot of untapped potential, okay, for organized retailers. That is how the picture is presented. Okay, so please remember. Okay, so what I will do is I will stop at this point and I will ask you a few questions. Okay, or first, if you have any questions, you ask me. Let me see whether it leads to a discussion or some interaction. Okay, at this point in time, definitely yes. Okay, a discussion is required. Say students, I have not asked you to read anything. I have not given you any reading material. I'm just asking you to ask few questions on the same data what is presented here. But questions that can trigger some interaction.
Question, sir.
Discussion. Yes. Yes, Nandan.
Hello. The foreign direct investment is good, but it is difficult to face foreign retailers by Indian retailers. Right, sir? They are offering at a lower price.
See, again, first of, no, wait. You should learn, get it right. First of all, foreign direct investment in India is not good in Indian retail sector. $2.12 billion over a period of 10 or 20 years is not a big amount. Okay, foreign retailers are discouraged by the policy in India related to FDI policy in retail sector. That is the first part. Second question was, okay, like if foreign retailers enter into India, okay, it is not good for the Indian retailers. Yes, Nandan?
Yes, sir.
This is what you wanted to say.
Now, Big Bazaar. Yes, sir. Now, Big Bazaar is facing heavy losses, sir.
Yeah, but so far, again, the presence of foreign, okay, or multinational retailers is quite, okay, minuscule in India. So you need to understand, yes, any student who can answer. So Nandan says the entry of foreign retailers is not good for, okay, Indian retailers like Future Retail. Now it is Reliance Retail Venture Limited or Aditya Birla Retail. How you say it is not good for Indian retailers? Or what is the actual situation? See, a lot of news I have presented in the class. I remember there are no class where I have not discussed, okay, business news.
Sir, when it comes to economy,
Coming outside.
Yeah, Rahul is speaking. Others, please mute your audio. Yes, Rahul.
okay, thank you, sir. Sir, when it comes to economy, expand like economy, like FDI is a boon. When it no matter what, the economy will grow. There are a good amount of investment are coming into economy. So at that point, it's good, sir. But in on the matter of retail market, like retail, like unorganized retail, it's like very bad from their perspective.
Okay, so partly Rahul has answered Nandan's question, and that is the point on which Indian government has been okay, preventing 100% FDI in multi-brand retailing. See, multi-brand retailing, FDI, 100% FDI in multi-brand retailing is a threat, is considered as a threat for kirana stores and roadside fruit and vegetable vendors. That is the reason why there are so many restrictions in FDI in multi-brand retailing, which are discouraged foreign retailers to invest in India. Okay, so that is the first point. It is not just 51% FDI, but there are a lot of restrictions which I have already narrated. Okay, so foreign, and the biggest market is in multi-brand retailing. It is not in single brand retailing, not in e-commerce. The biggest market is in brick and mortar format and in multi-brand retailing like Big Bazaar, Reliance Smart. Okay, so like that. So the market is regulated, controlled and protected by government. So the reason is yes, okay, like kirana stores may close down, roadside fruits and vegetable vendors may close down their business. Okay, if Walmart and such companies are allowed to operate in multi-brand retailing. Okay, so maybe they will be able to sell a better quality product at a lower price than kirana stores and roadside fruits and vegetable vendors. So they say millions of families depend on their kirana stores and sale of fruit and vegetables, and all these people will lose their livelihood. That is how the picture is presented. There is no survey conducted on this. There is no research data on this. It is just presented this way in the parliament, and it is accepted by all the governments, including Congress as well as BJP, and nobody wants to take a bold decision to allow 100% FDI in multi-brand retailing. You should be very specific. Remember this. Okay, and one more part, as Rahul mentioned, yes. See, when the competition increases, who is benefited? One, the country's economy. When foreign direct investment comes into India, yes, Indian economy improves. Indian economy grows at a much higher rate. More employment is generated. Okay, so overall, it helps the economy. So that is one part. Connected. Okay, students, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. All of a sudden it got disconnected. Still time is there. Okay. So can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you. Okay. So, and the other segment which will be benefited, one way the country's economy will be benefited. Okay. Then second way, consumers are benefited. See, consumer will, when the competition is tough, consumer will have a wide variety to choose from. He will get better quality products at a lower price, and that is called as a perfect competition or a fair competition, okay, or a good market. Okay, that is the reason why most of the economies have developed in the world by allowing perfect competition or free competition. Okay, so restricted economies, regulated, controlled economies never grow. Okay, so that is how it is. So what I'll do is in the remaining time I will okay. So whether the duration of the time, how to check? Anybody has idea?
Sir, it will automatically show once like the time is remaining
So
below 1.
it has not yet popped up, right? That window has not yet come.
It's came, sir. 3 minutes.
3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes remaining.
Okay. Yeah, I think better I will take attendance then. So see this, but I will complete this entire report and we'll have a lot of discussion and interaction. I am able to see that this report is able to generate some interaction. I hope the interaction and discussion will be intense, okay, in the coming classes. So next classes also come to, or another 2 classes, I will continue with the same report. So now let me quickly take the attendance. Okay, so there are 30 students present. Okay. Yeah. If the time ends, okay, or let me, Sharan, can you hear me? Sharan and
Yes, sir.
Prema?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Both of you, please, in the meanwhile, you make a note of the students present. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And if the time gets over before I complete attendance, I'll ask you for the remaining students who are present. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, thank you. So Aditya, absent. Akshata,
Present, sir.
Akshay Pujari is present.
Present, sir.
Yeah, Akshay Koradkeri,
Absent.
absent. Ankita,
Present, sir.
yeah, Anusha, absent. Apeksha is present.
Yes.
Then Ashutosh is present.
Yes, sir.
Prasad is present. Supriya is present. Divya,
Present, sir.
yeah, Supriya present. Divya,
Absent.
absent. Then Gautam,
Present.
yeah, Guru Raj,
Absent.
absent. Hanumant Rai,
Present.
yes,
He's present, sir.
yeah. Bhimaya,
Absent.
Kallaya,
Present.
yes. Then Karthik,
Yes, sir.
Manjur,
Absent.
Manoj,
Present.
Yes, sir.
yeah, Manoj present. Meghna Kalburgi,
Sir, Manjur is in class.
Manjur is present.
Yes, sir, he is in class.
We are both
Okay.
using only one device, sir.
Yes, okay. So Manjur is present as well as Manoj is present. Okay, then Meghna.